On our wedding anniversary, I caught my husband Zane cheating on me with his new secretary that morning. I had walked into a boutique to buy him something special for his 30th birthday, hoping to make the night unforgettable. I chose a gift, smiling as I pictured his reaction. Yo's height would be perfect a surprise visit where I intended to reveal the secret I had bottled up for 3 years, then a quiet dinner, and finally the banquet I had planned in his honor. As I drove to his office, a mix of excitement and nerves churned inside me as I tapped anxiously on the steering wheel. Would he still look at me the same once he knew my secret? When I arrived at his office, I stepped into the elevator, took a deep breath, and told myself I was ready. But just as the doors closed, the lights flickered and the elevator jolted to a stop. Panic rose as I pressed the buttons. I dialed Zane's number, my voice barely steady. "Gee, Zane, I'm stuck in the elevator. Please help." But there was still no response from him. I got even more scared as I kept calling Zane, my hand trembling as I dialed again and again, but he didn't answer. My heart pounded, fear tightening in my chest as the air in the elevator grew stifling. Just as my vision started to blur, my phone buzzed, lighting up with a news alert. I squinted at the screen, struggling to focus as the headline flashed. Prominent businessman Zane Harrington spotted with new secretary in romantic scandal. The world around me spun, my breath hitched, and my eyelids grew very heavy as I slipped into unconsciousness. I woke up with a sudden jolt, my body soaked in cold sweat. My breath quickened as reality hit me like a wave. The stark white walls around me felt unfamiliar, illuminated by the harsh fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. The sterile smell of antiseptic filled my nostrils, and the rhythmic beeping of machines made my heart race. I blinked several times trying to focus. My head throbbed, and I winced as the pain cleared from my blurred vision. "Where am I whispered, my voice weak and trembling. Just then a nurse entered, her cheerful demeanor brightening the sterile room. "Monchio, good to see you awake," she exclaimed, checking my vitals with practiced ease. "Monster, I will let the doctor know you, Hera." I felt disoriented, confusion swirling in my mind. The nurse paused, her brow furrowing slightly. "Marcia, you fainted in the elevator, don't worry. You are safe now." She noticed me attempting to sit up and gently placed hand on my shoulder. "Marcia, take it easy for a moment. You've been through a lot." As I lay back, memories started to flood back. The gift I had bought for Zane, the excitement I had felt, and the last thing I remembered before everything went dark. My phone screen lighting up the shocking news report about Zane's affair with his secretary. I shook my head, refusing to believe that Zane would betray me like that. It had to be a misunderstanding, maybe even fake news. People made things up all the time, right? But still a small nagging doubt lingered, gnawing at me. But I need to know Zane. Where's Zane? Why wasn't he here? I tried to push myself up again, but the nurse's firm grip held me back. "Slow down, Natalie. The doctor will explain everything when he gets here," she reassured me, a soft smile on her face. "Munchu, for now, just relax. You need to let your body heal." With that, the nurse stepped out, leaving me alone in the stark room. Effany raced through my mind as I tried to piece together the fragments of my last memory. Moments later, the door opened, and the doctor entered, a warm smile on his face. He was tall with neatly combed dark hair that was beginning to show flecks of gray at the temples. His friendly brown eyes sparkled with kindness, framed by a pair of thin, round glasses resting on the bridge of his nose. He wore a crisp white lab coat that contrasted against the blue scrubs beneath, giving him an air of professionalism mixed with approachability. "Welcome back, Natalie. How are you feeling?" he asked, his voice soothing and calm, but it did little to ease the unease gnawing at me. I forced a smile, my heart racing. "Manjdeo, I feel fun. Okay, but where's my husband, Zane?" The doctor's expression shifted, a flicker of hesitation crossing his features. "Mergen, afraid he has been here since you were admitted." A cold knot formed in my chest. This didn't sound like the Zane I knew.